Unlocking your body's healing potential is easier than you might think. And today, we're going to be exploring energy healing for holistic wellness. Now, you might be wondering what the heck energy healing even is. And actually, it's a really simple way of talking to the body, getting answers from the subconscious mind to both find and release negative vibrations of energy that have been suppressed in the body, essentially trapped in the body. And we help release those energy vibrations, which allows the body to do exactly what it's designed to do, which is mend, repair, and self-heal. Now, there are many types of energy healing modalities. I'm Kate Simpson. I'm an energy healing practitioner, and I'm actually certified in the emotion code, the body code, and I'm a master practitioner for the global energy method. I also use bioresonance frequency medicine to support the body in self-healing. So, let's talk about energy. Everything, and I mean everything in the world, in the universe, is energy. Even you. In its purest form, if you break it down, everything is energy. From the things that you can see and feel and touch, the chair I'm sitting in, the computer or phone connecting us, the house that you're in, the trees outside, everything in its purest form is energy. There's energy that you can see and feel and touch and taste. We eat food and that gives our body energy. Our body's made up of energy, and so is our environment. There's energy, like I said, that you can see and feel and touch. That's what we're most familiar with. But there's also energy that you can't see. Doesn't mean it's not there. You just can't see it. There's things like radio waves. There's things like right now you're hearing the sound of my voice, but you can't necessarily see it. There's ways to measure it, but you can't actually see it. So energy exists everywhere. The air that we breathe is energy. Now, why is that important? Well, all energy is meant to move. All energy vibrates at different frequencies. It's constantly moving, even if it's solid, right? Energy essentially in its purest form is moving vibrations of energy. Now, why is this important to energy healing? Because again, your body is energy. Your organs, glands, tissues, muscles, every part of you is energy, including your own thoughts and your own emotions. So, what happens when we have discomfort or dis-ease? Essentially, there is trapped or suppressed, stuck or stagnant energy that's within the body or right outside the body even. When that happens, it can create discomfort if that energy is stagnant in your body. So let's talk about just emotions for a moment. Emotions, the feelings that we have are energy, and they're actually produced by your own body. So we have input from the environment. We maybe see something, we have a conversation, we interact with somebody, or we interact with the world around us. And from what we witness or experience, our body generates an emotion. A chemical reaction happens in our brain, and then our organs and glands actually create the emotions that we feel, whether they're positive or negative. So when you feel an emotion, it's kind of like a wave. So your body produces the emotion, you feel that emotion, and then it processes out of your body. And that movement, that wave of energy from that emotion that was felt is a normal, healthy, emotional pattern that I promise you do successfully every single day. However, many times throughout our lives, we maybe experience an emotion that we perceive as negative, frustrating, doesn't feel so good, right? So sometimes we produce that emotion and we start to feel it, and because it's too overwhelming, too scary, our situation is just not good at the moment, and we just say, stop, I am not dealing with this emotion. I am not dealing with this energy. And we can do this consciously, or it can happen very often subconsciously. Our body's always trying to protect us. And so sometimes we have this negative experience happening, which generates these perfectly normal negative feelings or emotions. And instead of allowing that to be felt and processed, we then start to feel it and say, and we suppress that in our body. So why does this matter? Now you have this negative vibration of energy. It's like a ball of energy that's now trapped in the body. And it could be trapped anywhere in the body. It could be trapped in your tissues, your muscles, your organs, your glands. It could be trapped in your left shoulder. It could be trapped in your kidney. It could be trapped in your big toe. It could be trapped anywhere. It can even be trapped right outside the body. And when that happens, that vibration of energy is now stagnant and it's vibrating at a frequency disrupting the tissues, muscles, organs, glands that are around that energy. Part of you is now vibrating at the frequency of that emotion. So think about it. If you have a situation where you're feeling something negative, you suppress that, and then later in life, another situation happens where you could very well feel that same type of emotion again, you're more likely then to start to feel it and suppress that again, and suppress that again, and suppress that again. Many, many times we suppress the same emotions over and over and over again. Doesn't mean it happens all the time, but it does happen frequently. And so what happens is part of us is already vibrating now at that negative vibration of that emotion. This is what contributes to having emotional patterns or emotional habits. Have you ever met somebody that just went from 0 to angry in like 1 second flat, right? Or maybe they are constantly triggered and in a state of sadness or frustration or depression. There's real reasons behind that. But part of it is your body is in this physical state of those negative emotions, those negative vibrations. And so with energy healing, we can identify those and release those energies. And when that happens, the body can then mend and repair itself. The body starts to rebalance. And it makes it so that you can gain more control. You feel a physical shift. Most people tell me after sessions they feel lighter, they have more alertness and energy and focus. Sometimes they need a nap, but in general, people feel a physical shift because they've released that weight, they've released that baggage from the body. Our suppressed emotions are a huge factor in whether we are energized and healthy and feeling well or whether we're not feeling so well. And oftentimes we have no memory of even suppressing that energy. It could have happened when we were a child. It could have happened when we were in the womb. And you could have actually inherited emotional baggage from our parents. It's more common than you think. Now, there are various types of trapped emotional energies and trapped imbalances that exist. Emotions are a big foundation. Releasing them allows you to feel better. And there are many, many, many other forms of imbalances that energy healing can help release. You may have toxin energy trapped in your body, pathogen energy trapped in your body. You could have imbalances or misalignments within your organs, your glands, the systems of your body. There's various types of energies that we can identify and release through these energy healing methods. And what I want to do with this channel is show you how that works. I want to give you some demos of working with clients so you can see how simple and easy it is to experience the magic of energy healing. I want to give you so many tools that you can use to self-heal. Because again, you're an energy being living in an energy world, and you have the power to self-heal. You don't always need a practitioner. We're really, really helpful when you need us to clear out some roadblocks, but I want to empower you to self-heal. So like and subscribe to this channel and make sure you get notified when new videos are released. And I want you to go ahead and download my free guide. Because it's one thing to locate and find and release all these trapped imbalances that are in the body so that your body can recover. But I want to again empower you. And so I have a free guide that helps you to prevent trapping these emotions going forward. I want to guide you to how to handle your emotions so that you don't suppress that energy. So there'll be a link in the description of this video. Go ahead and download that free guide. There's a simple exercise that you can do every day to make sure that you're not suppressing emotional energy, not trapping those vibrations in your body. So go ahead and download that guide and let me know what you think. I'm excited to share all kinds of information and tips and tricks on this channel. Go ahead in the comments and tell me what you want to know about energy healing. What are your questions? And I'll be happy to answer them in future videos. So I look forward to seeing you again soon.